Today it seems like we have a lot of students that have been having problems with troubleshooting for a short to ground using the Veejer boards. What we've done is we've set up a board, we've taken the fuse out to simulate a blown fuse here. We set our multimeter to the ohms range, placing our black lead on B negative. We then take our red lead and we touch the cold side of our fuse F1 and we see that we have very low resistance there, approximately 1 ohm. That very low resistance is why the fuse blew, because as resistance goes down, amperage goes up. So to narrow this down as to where our problem is, we put to the cold side of the fuse and we can start isolating the circuit. This would be similar to on your truck or your piece of equipment, unplugging parts of your wire harness to find where the short is actually located. So the first thing I can do is I can turn off switch S1 and we see that it goes to OL. Meaning that we've got a lot, that it's open there. We don't have a path to ground anymore. So we know that everything from switch S1 to the cold side of the fuse is good. We can turn that switch back on and we can go further down to the connector at TP4 and be positive and disconnect it. And we see that we go to OL once again on the cold side of our fuse. So now we know that everything from TP4 on up to TP2 is good. The next spot that we could isolate this circuit would be at switch S3. We turn it off and it once again goes to OL. And we now know that everything from TP5 on up to the cold side of our fuse is good. At TP6 we see that we have resistance again. This would now lead us to disconnect our light board. We disconnect the light board, disconnecting connector C700, and we touch the TP6, and we see that we still have our resistance there. So now we've eliminated the light board part of our circuit, and we now know that our short to ground is between test point 6 and test point 7 on this upper board. And that is isolating and troubleshooting for a short to ground. This is Western Technical College Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technician Program.